Our GB Northwest of England reporter, Bradley Harris, is on your doorstep. And whose doorstep will that be? Let's find out. Who do you have with you today, Bradley?
Hello, good morning both. Yeah, I've come to the village of Trawden, a beautiful village here in Lancashire in the northwest of England. This place is fantastic. It's got about 2,000 residents that live here. They've all clubbed together to try and save certain parts of the town, like the library that they've built in recent years, and actually most recently the pub that, fingers crossed, we might get to visit later. They've actually clubbed together £520,000 to save their local boozer. Incredible stuff. Of course, one big issue that we're talking about today is, of course, the cost of living. How have people been coping with things like gas bills, for instance? They've been skyrocketing. Well, let's knock on the door of this gentleman's house, and hopefully Bob is inside. I want to chat to Bob. Bob,
morning.
Good morning. You're live on GB News on television and now on radio as well.
Oh.
Good morning to you. I just want to chat to you about the cost of living. One of the big subjects that we're talking about today, bill prices going up.
Yeah.
How have you been finding it? Are you struggling at the moment?
Yes, I am. Well, no, not struggling. There's lots of people struggling, and I can't say I'm in that category. But obviously, finding things difficult. I'm on a pension, same as lots of people, so it's pretty much fixed income. So yeah, things like fuel and energy prices, particularly, I think that's what most people are talking about at the moment. Anyway.
Yeah, of course, fuel, a massive one as well. We've seen, just visit any petrol forecourt, you'll see those numbers go up. I've noticed on your T-shirt there, you work here in Trawden in the village at the library and shop as well. You'll be back and forth doing deliveries, back and forth to the shop. That's going to have an impact, isn't it?
Yeah, and it has an impact on us, but it's a good impact from the shop's point of view, because people are shopping local more because they don't want to do the travelling. Although obviously they're still conscious of prices, but we try to keep our prices competitive. But yeah, it has an impact on everybody, I think, regardless. Everybody's feeling it.
Yeah, and just going into the new year, what are you hoping for? Are you saving a bit more now, considering that things are going up?
Yeah, definitely. Saving as much as we can, but being very conscious of what you're spending. Yeah, maybe some of the things you might have done before are not doing now. Maybe a few less treats and stuff like that, sort of thing. Just generally conscious about money more than we've had to be in the past, anyway. Yeah.
Right, wow. And just talk to me about Trawden. I mentioned it there, 520 grand to save the boozer. That's actually not far away from where you live.
Yeah.
Tell me about the community. There is a massive sense of community spirit here, isn't there?
There is. We recently moved. We stayed in the village. We've lived in the village for 30 odd years. But when we decided we were going to downsize, we wanted to stay in the village, particularly because of the community spirit. It is just fantastic the way they've done on with the community centre and the shop and the pub. It's just absolutely fantastic, and it makes a big difference to everybody. The general sense of well-being, people, and I think it's important for things like house prices, because everybody wants to come to a place that's a nice place to live. So that's a benefit for everybody.